chance to win this event. Although he doesn't really have the chance to do that now, he does have a chance to try and move forward. So Hannes Morin, nothing to lose. But at the front, there's a lot to play for. Ilian Brindseals on pole position. Luca Lystra alongside him. Mats Rees is going to be on row 2 with Tiemann van der Helm over Palvels and jasin Ferati. Now, Ferati moved forward very well in that first final, so Ferati should be good in this one. Then it's Sen van Thiel. Tom Nelson is going to be on the outside of row 4. Then it's Ralph Winkle. Eggfist is going to be on the outside of row 5. So the field now just slowing down as they head back down towards the cafe area. And to the left of the picture, currently being blocked by the grid, that's Brindseals. To the right, the 127, that's Lystra. And that's a view of the field then, the Junior Max field in this second final as they head round the penultimate bend and up towards the last corner. Drivers getting ready to go here in the Junior Max. It's a really nice day here at Genk in Belgium. Perfect conditions for racing. The BNL kickoff. If you're on the live stream, thank you for joining us. And if you've just tuned in, you've tuned in at a very good time because Junior Max Final 2 is about to get underway. To the left of your picture will be Ilian Brindseals, and to the right is Luca Lystra. They're just heading up towards the start-finish line. We are on the start-finish line. We wait for the officials to tell them they can get going. The lights go out and we are away. So the race underway and Luca Lystra gets the jump at the start. Lystra into the lead and trying to go around the outside there was Tiemann van der Helm. And I think he may have even gone through to the lead. He has, though. Van der Helm now takes the lead. Second place is Lystra. And oh no, 2 drivers off in the top 10. Not too sure who they were. Third place is Brindseals. Fourth is, I think Mads Rees is in 4th place. And Brindseals now, considering he started pole, he's now having to defend for that 3rd place is Kobe Powles, who's behind him in 4th place. And up towards the left-hand hairpin, Brindseals under all sorts of pressure. Now trying to just spot who that is. Might be Van Thiel, I think, in 6th place, or in 5th place, sorry. They head up towards the last corner. Can confirm for you the positions as they come up towards the line, but a change for lead there. That was Tiemann van der Helm taking the lead as they went up towards the last corner. Oh, my apologies. I think it was Luca Lystra, in fact, wasn't it? So Lystra now through into the lead. Van der Helm is actually dropped down to 3rd place at turn 1 with Ilian Brindseals going through. 4th place is Powles. So Van der Helm unable to hold on to lead when he went for it. Luca Lystra driving very well in the early stages here. He's got Brindseals where he wants him, just behind him. Then the 101 there, Van der Helm, currently 3rd place. 4th place, the 105, Brindseals. He's in 4th at the moment, up towards the left-hand hairpin. Now back down towards the cafe area. 5th place is Tom Nielsen. Then it is Nick Cuppins. So Cuppins has moved forward from 12th place all the way through to 7th in these early stages. Ferati up there as well. Oh, and a change for 3rd place then. That was a change for 3rd there. That was Van der Helm losing 3rd place to Powles. So Powles has now gone through to 3rd. And Ferati up the inside at turn number 1. So Ferrati's going to gain a place. Ferati through to 5th place there. And following him through, I think, was Nick Cuppins. As our 2 leaders now head onto the back straight. It's been a hectic start, Gust.
Yeah, having been updating our Facebook for the moment. Coming back to action, it is Luca Lystra indeed having had a great start and now into the lead of this race. Ilian Brindseals now on the following foot as he's now passing Luca Lystra into the left-hander towards the cafe area. Passing the rookie driver, if you will, the 127 machine now back into position number 2. It is Kobe Powles at the moment in position number 3 with Tiemann van der Helm following closely behind. It's number 133. I think that is jasin Ferati indeed in P5. Then guys coming in braking late into turn number P1. It is already Nick Cuppens up to P6. So Cuppens having had a really strong opening phase of this second final. It is Bruinzeels now pulling a bit of a gap towards Luca Leistra.
Yep, and that was Van der Helm defending now from Ferati and Cuppens. Ferati, is he going to have a go up the inside into left-hand hairpin? No, stays behind for the minute, but might line up Van der Helm up for the last corner. How about into the cafe area? Yes, so Ferati through then. Got a little bit delayed in the process, but he made the place. That's the most important thing. Through to fourth place, and Cuppens unable to follow him through, and there was a change behind.
There was a change indeed. It was Tom Nelissen getting past Mike van Vught. Now Mike having had a better run on the start and finish straight, and Tom now losing another place to Justin Palmer. So Justin having a great run so far into coming from the back of the grid, now back up into what will be P8 for the young Dutchman. Diamond van Helm once again going defensive to the likes of Nick Cuppens, who's now behind him. Nick having had a great opening phase of this second final.
Yep, going very well. Unfortunately, we've lost Will Egglist on the first lap. Didn't complete the first lap, unfortunately. But as they come across the line, Luca Leistra is going to go for the lead. And Luca Leistra very comfortably going into the lead down the start finish straight there. There was more changes behind. I think Cuppens lost a place to Mike van Vught.
He did indeed, yeah.
Yeah, so Van Vught has gone through. And did Justin Pullman get through as well?
Nobody.
No, he didn't.
For a second he was.
A collision there coming out of the. I think that was Ralph Winkle and was that Mikael Lang getting involved as well?
I think Mikael Lang and Ralph Winkle they're involved in a collision with each other. Having now both of the guys return to racing pace, so that's good for them. But indeed, they were.
A move. Sorry.
There. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off there, Gus, but there was a move at the last corner, and I think it was the 107. It was Nick Cuppens going past Van der Helm there.
Wasn't that Mike van Vught? I think that was Mike van Vught getting past Diamond van Helm.
It was. So Mike van Vught is past Van der Helm and into fifth place. So Mike van Vught on the move. All the bar Mike van Vught, of course, he did pass, but everyone else in the top 8 doing personal best laps on that one. And Hannes Morin, as you just pointed out, quickest, but unfortunately he must have been delayed at the start because Hannes Morin is all the way down in 18th place. He's just going down the back straight now, and the next driver ahead of Hannes is, Arthur Roche, and Arthur is about 2.3 seconds up the road. More changes is that into the last corner. Well, that was
there was defensive tactics there by Diamond van Helm with the likes of Nick Cuppens. Cuppens not really being very pleased with the actions of his colleague, but we have to take it for the moment. It is Mike van Vught having put some little bit of a gap between himself and Diamond van Helm. Now it is Nick Cuppens alongside Diamond van Helm, and Cuppens now having passed the Dutchman with a number 101. So that's Nick Cuppens now up to P6. Coming back to the leaders in short, it is Luca Leistra still in the lead from Ilian Bruinzeels. Now Bruinzeels is still close behind, not having let him get away very easily. It is Bruinzeels now getting a tow, not having enough speed to get this car alongside, but I think he'll be on the same strategy as Dylan Lane might have been in the previous senior max heat.
Yeah, so Luca Leistra, doing a good job at the moment now. Luca was second, of course, in final 1. He's currently leading the final 1 winner, Ilian Bruinzeels. So this was a similar situation to what we had. Well, it wasn't. I don't believe it was this close, but Luca Lystra and Ilian Breinseels have swapped places to where they finished in the first final. Kobe Powell's is there in third place now. Everyone was setting personal best laps on that last lap, but the quickest drivers on circuit were our two leaders. Luca Lystra did a 55.8, as did Ilian Breinseels. Kobe Powell's was a couple of tenths slower. So what Ilian Breinseels is doing, he's working with Luca Lystra rather than against him, and it's paying off because they're extending their lead. It's now, it's now a second, as Kobe Powell manages to find a couple of tenths, and Hannes Morin's going even quicker. Hannes just done a 55.6, which he'll find disappointing, I think, in a weird way, because going quicker than the leaders, he'll only imagine he could have won this event.
Yes, indeed. Back to our top two leaders at the moment. It is still Lystra in charge from Ilian Breinseels. It looks like his body language, he doesn't have that much of a problem getting behind Lystra there. Lystra having, by the looks of it, having to work really hard to stay in front of Breinseels. And Breinseels at the moment, just by the looks of it, cruising behind him, having a look over his shoulder there to see where Kobe Powell is. Kobe is now 1 second down the road, so a comfortable lead for these first two leaders in the race at the moment.
Yeah, I think you make a very good point about Breinseels. So that's exactly what I was thinking. I think he just wants to wait to the last lap here. Personally, I think he's looking behind and he thinks if it's a two-way fight, then that's fine. If it's three-way, then there's a chance I could actually lose the event because Lystra needs to beat Ilian Breinseels. There's no two ways about that. But if Breinseels finishes third and Lystra finishes first, Lystra wins. So Ilian Breinseels just wants to make this a two-way fight, and that's, I think, why he keeps checking over his shoulder just to make sure that they are actually pulling away. The gap did go up last time. It's now up to 1.1 seconds as they cross the line. Let's see if it changes this time. It's come down ever so slightly. Kobe Powell's set his new personal best lap. Jasin Ferati also going quicker, but we had jasin Ferati there doing a 55.8. Mike Van Voot did a 55.5 and Nick Cuppins did a 55.4, matching the quickest driver on track, Hannes Morin.
So these guys really coming to the back of jasin Ferati. Indeed, Michael Vert, as we have a look out of the window, is putting ever so slightly more pressure on the DHR entry here as they come into the cafe area. Mike still has got a little over 2 laps to go to get an action in on Ferrati, but we'll keep a close watch on that fight as we go back to the leaders. It is Breinseels. Now with the move into turn number 1. Beautiful move there. It is Lystra wanting to still have a piece of the action and driving outside, but that's actually cost him 2 or 3 kart lengths, Chris.
That's a move worthy of a race win. Ilian Breinseels, fantastic driving there, catching Luca Lystra by surprise, and Lystra had nowhere to go but the curb on the exit there, and it's, as you rightly said, slowed him down. But Lystra not willing to go down without a fight here. He's already fought his way back close to Ilian Breinseels, so this is it now, game on. And Kobe Powell will be smiling. He'll know that he might just have a chance in getting involved in the battle for the lead here. If Ilian Breinseels has to start defending, then Kobe Powell could be there. They head out the last corner, up towards the line. Last lap forward is out. Ilian Breinseels looks over his shoulder, and catching is Luca Lystra. Is Luca Lystra going to go up the inside at turn 1? He doesn't. But what's going on there for 4th place?
Yeah, it is indeed. While you were watching the battle for P1, I was watching Mike van Vught and Jason Rosati, and it is Mike van Vught now into P4. Brilliant driving by the young Dutchman. The 117 kart now into P number 4. So great driving by him.
Yep, Ilian Breinseels under all sorts of pressure though. Luca Lystra is hassling him for this lead. Luca Lystra takes a wide line. I'll leave you to keep an eye on that battle for 4th. I'll keep an eye on the 2 leaders. Breinseels even defending into the cafe area when he didn't really need to. And he's just invited so much pressure from Luca Lystra as they head up towards the last corner. Is Luca Lystra going to try Luca Lystra goes to the outside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Luca Lystra gets the good run. Luca Lystra takes the win at the flag by 0.026 seconds. And Luca Lystra, what a fantastic drive from him out the last corner. Got the run down the start-finish straight. Luca Lystra takes victory in final two. Ilian Breinseels finish in second place. Kobe Powers was third, but what happened in the battle for fourth?
I think that was it was still Mike van Vught there held his nerve and held that number 4 spot. It was Jason Ferati coming home in P5 and Nick Cuppins finishing in P6. So Cuppins not been able to put any more pressure onto Jason Ferati, and that means that Nick Cuppins will finish in P6. Great comeback by the youngster. That will be Justin Pullman on P7, and then P8 Timon van der Helm not having had things going his way really in this final number 2. We have Tom Nelissen then in P9 with 7 van Zyl completing the top 10. Julie Fris was there in P11 with Lucas Schoenmakers in P12, Mikkel Lange in P13, Houders Morin then finishing in P14, having set the quickest lap time of the race in a 55.366. Mikkel de Gezen in P15 with Emily de Heus finishing P16. We've got Ralf Winkel in P17 with Mats Ries in P18, and P19 is there for Thomas Birstins. That's all the finishes. Then we have quite a bit of non-finishes here. Arthur Roche, Daniel Trager, Mika Nellis, Larkim Ali and Wilgot Ekvist not been able to finish this final number 2 for juniors. So that is the results as they stand now. Getting into the